Yogurt, Laurence Olivier, the gummy bears. Yes.
Oh, I think the gummy bears are bobbing. Well, what do you know? Because you're just made of cardboard. Oh, yes. So I am.
It's Supergram.
Stand back, Superman, Iceman, Spider-Man, Batman, and Robin too.
Catch Supergram in action.
I wanna cause a ruckus, but the air a ruckus. I'm gonna match for you.
Great new stories.
She makes them look like a bunch.
Every Sunday afternoon.
Got more mortal than United Navies. Hang about, look out for Superman.
This isn't a nature ramble. This is a marvel. Study this early neo-Victorian England.
Space Raiders?
Yeah, they're KPs.
Crunchy space treasure.
This astronaut gang is supposed to be after it.
Oh, yeah.
You two, shift in.
And he says that we muck about.
KP Space Raiders. Watch out for them.
Hey, Ronald! Where are you going?
To McDonald's. I've got to get there before Hamburglar. Or there'll be no hamburgers left for my friends.
Uh-oh.
This is a shortcut.
This is the shortcut, Ronald. Rubble, rubble.
Where's Hamburglar, then?
Looks like he's cut and run.
In 1982, a team of 5 crack commandos escaped from a maximum security supermarket. Their mission, to rid the world of titchy breakfast and make sure everyone gets a proper Weetabix start. If you have a problem, if your tummy rumbles, or if you need filling up, don't panic. Just send for the W Squad.
No other ketchup is richer or thicker than Heinz tomato ketchup, which probably explains why no other ketchup tastes quite like Heinz. Heinz is rich with juicy tomatoes. So it'll never be thin on flavor. There's no taste better than Heinz.
Brilliant, eh, little Frank? This is going to be a real lads' sporty morning, because we got that training bloke coming, and all the girls have gone out, so they won't spoil anything. Oh, did I not tell you that I'm inviting my girlfriend? Oh, don't be silly, little Frank. You can't have a girlfriend, because you're a puppet. Hey, Mr. O'Connor, will you help us chop some of these onions for us, please?
What? Sorry, Frank. I couldn't possibly slice up a fellow actor.
Oh.
I am a broccoli. I am a broccoli. I am a broccoli.
Don't worry, Frank. I'll give you a hand in a minute, mate, when I finish writing out this application for a job at
Brilliant.
Pizza House. Yours sincerely, Neil Buchanan. P.S. I'll put a bit of Latin in to impress them. Tertiopum truncatum vidi. Eh? What do you think of that, eh?
That's good. Did you learn that at school?
No, I learnt it off Horace Dobbs, actually. It means I saw a bottlenose dolphin.
Not going to get you a job at Pizza House.
No, but it'll get me one of his books, won't it?
How do you mean?
Well, Horace is a dolphin expert, you see, and he came along last week, and he ran a little bit of a competition to win his book. This is his book, A Tale of Two Dolphins. And the competition he set was, he wanted to know what the Latin name is for a bottlenose dolphin. And it is, of course...
Tertiopus truncatus.
You knew that, I knew that, and 833 of you knew it. So what I've done is I've put all the winning entries here into this basket, and we're going to draw out 3 winners for the book. So if you'd like to just jump in there, Jeff, and pick a winner. And it is...
Cameron Burlifson of Hampshire.
Right, put that to one side.
Brilliant.
Frank?
Let me do one. This is going to be a fantastic one, I bet. Oh, yes, it's from Martha Chopard, and she lives in Rugby. That's
Well done,
good.
Martha. Great. Jeff, another one. Third one.
It's Charlotte Green from Nottinghamshire.
Brilliant. So I'll put that to one side. Well done, you lot. I'll get the book sent out to you straight away. Smashing.
I wouldn't mind one of those books.
Well, it's too late. You should have entered the competition, shouldn't you?
Yeah.
But it's not too late to enter David Taylor's competition. You might be able to carry his bags somewhere exciting.
What are you talking about?
I'm not too sure, actually. David hasn't really told me. But he set up this competition yesterday, and the winner gets to go with him and Dawn and carry his bag somewhere exciting to see an exciting animal. What you've got to do for the competition, if you remember, David set it up. He said he's put 5 silhouettes of animals, dotted them around the house somewhere, and you've got to identify them, write them down on a piece of paper, keep hold of the piece of paper, and I'll tell you more about it next week when David's told me more about it. Good, eh?
Yeah, I saw one in the hall. It was a long...
Yes. See, nothing. It's for them to find out. Good luck with that, anyway. That'll be for me. Me mum always phones Sunday morning, doesn't she? Hello, Mum. Hello? Hello? Can't get the 10p in.
Don't hang up. That could be my call from Antarctica.
Antarctica, don't reverse the charges then, whatever you do.
Hi, Justin. Hello, Justin. No, the satellite's not working.
Justin from Antarctica. Is that the friend of yours from Greenpeace, your colleague that you took down there?
Yeah, we went down by ship and built a hut for him and 3 other people to live in for a year. It's a couple of 100 yards along the beach from Captain Scott's place.
I remember that. You took our door, didn't you?
That's right, yeah.
Yeah, I remember Dawn gave you that, because we all caught a cold there. So where is our door now?
Well, let me show you on the map.
Go on.
This is Antarctica.
Yeah.
And the hut's on Ross Island, just over here.
But it's cold down there.
Yeah, it is.
So how are they doing down there, anyway?
Well, they're doing really well. It's the most beautiful place I've ever seen. I mean, it's absolutely extraordinary. The wildlife were just amazing. But it's really upsetting because the governments who control it, and that includes the British government, are just allowing it to be destroyed.
How do you mean destroyed? What sorts of things happening?
Well, let me show you, because I brought a film that we made down there.
Have you put it on here?
Yeah.
All right, then, let's see. Lights down. Film on. There we go. So what's happening here, then?
Right, well, as you can see, this is the pack ice off Antarctica. Our boats had to go through it. Often we had to go up by helicopter to find a route through. Last year we didn't make it. And as you can see, it's very, very thick. This is the boat, it's the Greenpeace. That's actually our scientist, a German woman called Gudrun Gaudian.
What's that?
Those are orcas. And this is the type of thing that we're trying to save there.
What's
There's
an orca?
the boat. It's a killer whale.
Is it dangerous?
Well, not to us, but they do eat penguins and seals. There's a penguin. The penguins were wonderful. They were so beautiful. And there were thousands of them.
It looks lovely, but oh, hang on. What's this? This doesn't look so good.
Yeah, this is McMurdo. It's the largest base in Antarctica. It's the American base.
And what are they doing there?
Well, this is actually the dump site. It's absolutely disgusting. We were horrified because what they do is they take all their rubbish and put it on the ice, and then just wait for the ice to melt, and it just falls into the sea and spreads over the seabed for miles. And we say that they should take all their rubbish back out of Antarctica and not spoil it.
Who is it that does that then, Jack?
Well, a lot of the bases do this, actually. And this is the site. It's right next to McMurdo itself. And a lot of seabirds die in it as well, and they get poisoned. This is a shot of the helicopter unloading equipment from our ship, and that's Scott's base, which is just along the beach. Here we are building our camp.
How long did it take to build?
It was about 3 weeks. There's a penguin again, and
the
some
whales.
more orcas, yeah.
It looks lovely. It looks really beautiful.
Oh, it was absolutely stunning. This is a shot of McMurdo pulling out. And you can see that the rubbish they dump is very close by to their base.
That's horrible, because there's such a contrast. You see that beautiful scenery there, and then that rubbish. Look at it.
Yeah, I mean, it's extraordinary. I mean, there we were demonstrating to highlight our concern for it.
Is that your gang, is it, the Greenpeaces?
Yeah, there's our boat. And we're going to take every bit of rubbish out from Antarctica when we leave. And that's what we're saying that all the other bases should be doing as well. Here we are going to visit the base.
What are you doing there?
Well, we took samples from all around the base, and this is an outflow pipe. And so we were taking samples and sending them back to New Zealand and going to do analyses of them to test for other pollutants like heavy metals and things like that.
So is that just pollution that's coming out of that pipe there?
Yeah, it's just going out onto the ice and into the sea.
Did they not resent you being there doing all these tests?
Well, they didn't like us, no. They didn't want us to do it at all. That's the aerial shot of McMurdo. I was horrified that they could spoil such a beautiful place like that. It really is horrific.
Oh. Do you know what? Do you know what really gets me about seeing that? That the scientists who are doing research, you think that they'd know better. I mean, they're chucking all that rubbish out.
Yeah. Well, it's typical of the government's lack of concern about how much damage is caused.
And what are the damages being caused down there?
Well, for instance, the governments have allowed the fishing countries to totally overfish the area. And the fish stocks have now collapsed. And we're very scared that the same thing will happen to krill.
What's that, krill? I've heard of that before.
Let me show you a picture of it.
Okay.
This is krill. It's a small shrimp-like animal, and everything eats it. The whales, the seals, the penguins, the seabirds. And if krill disappears, then everything will disappear. It's right at the center of the food chain.
Now, I've heard of that as well, a food chain. What is that? I don't quite understand that.
Well, I'll give you an example. In England, we have the grass, and the cows eat the grass. Then we milk the cows, make cheese from the milk, and eat the cheese. So it's a whole connection.
So if our grass was gone, we wouldn't have any cheese to eat?
Right, exactly. And if the krill disappears, then the whales and seals and penguins will all starve.
What a frightening prospect, a world without whales, eh? So you guys are really doing a good job down there, and good luck to you. That's what I say anyway. Well done, mate.
Thanks.
Right, lads. Who fancies a fantastic lard and onion butter?
Oh, Frank, not yet, eh?
No,
I'm
thanks.
not really going to eat them now and watch the butty videos.
Well, tell you what, wait till the training instructor comes. How's about that?
Oh, yes, boss.
Okay, I'm just going to get my gear on anyway, all my training gear.
All right, then. Not like it tastes.
Very good, very good. Radish.
It's not a radish, it's a broccoli. Actually, it's helped me get into the park quite a lot, you know.
Hey,
Sort of
who's
helped.
this fantastic play of yours, anyway?
The Taming of the Stew?
Yeah.
That's me and Jasper Carrot. And there were songs, it was a musical, there were songs like, The Sun'll Come Out, Tomato.
Oh, my probably Neil's training maker, let him in.
You see, what happens, Jack, right, is I'm the broccoli, OK, and Jasper is this tomato. And we go for a jog, but the tomato lapses behind. So I say, come on, tomato, ketchup. Like ketchup, like tomato, it's like...
False alarm, he's not even here, actually.
What it is, you see, is there's this long-distance runner bean, right, and he's got this dog. Obviously, it's a collie, like a collie, you see. Now, he gets in trouble because he accidentally artichokes this other bloke, you see. So the police are after him, and he says, why don't you let us alone, OK? And then what happens after that, the very exciting part, is they come back and they hire this boat, and there's not much room, you see. And then, because there's not much room, what happens is they... So what happens then, you see, is that the boat's got a leak and the water sprouts everywhere and the vegetables all in the soup and that's how it ends. Are you going to show a cartoon? That's a good idea. By the way, who was at the front door earlier?
Oh, it wasn't the training man thingy. It was just some bloke for you.
For me?
Yeah.
Well, thanks a lot, Frank. You could have mentioned it earlier. Flipping it.
I couldn't get a word in edgeways.
Well, that's broccoli for you.
Ah, Mrs. Strasberg from the Method School of Acting. Sorry I've kept you waiting. Is this the video on how to beat a broccoli?
Actually, I'm not Mr. Strasberg.
Who are you?
I'm Ian Donaldson from H2O.
Ah, forgive the outfit. It's just that I'm being a broccoli.
Very nice.
So, what is the video of the
That's
single
the video
then?
and the single, yeah.
Oh, what's it called?
It's called Blue Diamond.
Is it any good?
Smashing.
All right, I'll put it on. Let's have a look. You reckon it's good, eh?
Well,
I'm an expert judge. I'll let you know what I think of it, okay?
I'm looking forward to it.
I'll give you that. Do what I think. Very good. I can do an impression of that, you know. Look, tell me, how did you get, like, that effect where the cars are going quickly and you were sort of... Did you have to sing slowly? Blue, blue diamond.
No, what happened was the camera crew filmed it twice. First time I'd be standing against, for instance, that pillar that was holding up the motorway, or one of the pillars was holding up the motorway. and I would sing the lines. Then I'd move out the way, keep the camera in the same position, then film it again, only slowing the film speed down, and then at a later date edit it together, and hence the effect.
So it wasn't all James Hunt's was in fact?
No.
It's been quite a difficult effect, that. Who did it?
Well, the camera crew were really good. The guy that filmed it was the same guy that filmed Out of Africa.
What, with Robert Redford and Meryl Streep?
Yeah, very one.
Could have been you in that film.
Well, between me and Redford, flipped a coin, I lost.
And he won, yeah. Look, can I ask you a personal question? Yep. Look, I've noticed that on the video, right, and you're in black now, black ears, have you only got one outfit or something?
Well, I've got dozens and dozens of these, but it's a bit like nappies. I just kind of wear them once and throw them away.
I'm the same in my cars, actually. Look, how did you get the name H2O, Water? How did you get it?
Well, most bands have got a problem coming up with a name that they all agree with. We were no exception. After weeks and weeks of trying to think of a name, we were in a cafe one afternoon, and we were all there. And there was a canister on the wall, a fire extinguisher.
Right.
It said, this canister contains CO2. Somebody said CO2. Someone else suggested H2O. And it was the first time unanimously we said, yeah, that's the one.
Well, just at the cafe?
Yeah.
If you got into a burger bar, you might have been called Thick Shake now. I've got an idea. You know your record, it could help me, you know. I could have a musical broccoli, couldn't I, playing the guitar? A boom, boom, boom. What do you think?
I think you're a weirdo, Andy.
A weirdo snob, listen to your
Goodbye.
video, chum. A boom, 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 a boom, boom.
What's going on in here? This room's supposed to be for the sporty videos, don't you remember, Mr. O'Connor?
Sorry, Frank. A
You
boom,
ain't
chicka
nothing
boom,
more
boom,
than tortoise,
chicka boom,
crying all the time. You ain't nothing.
I don't know if you realise just how ridiculous you three look.
Wait, look at you. You're like £10 of sprouts. Well, £2 of sprouts, actually.
What are you talking £2 of sprouts? This is me training gear, isn't it?
Training gear?
Here you are.
Ridiculous.
That'll be the training instructor now. Get that, will you, Frank? Well, come on, line up for the training, will you? Stop doing that. Line
I
up.
just thought I would just help a bit with my
Just line
broccoli
up.
acting.
Get ready.
What?
You can't be the training man. Hey, is this your training man? Because it's a lady, actually. And I thought we were having no girls today. Not that I'm against girls. In fact, my mum's a girl. But, you know, it's supposed to be lads' sporty morning. In fact, I'm going up to the bathroom to have a man to puppet chat with little Frank. And there'll be no girls up there, I'm telling you.
Catch!
Thank you.
Hiya, Lynn. I see you've met Frank there, eh?
Indeed I have.
Come and meet the rest of the chaps. This is Andrew O'Connor, Jeff Kanan, Lynn Seymour.
Enchanté.
Enchanté.
Neil.
Excuse me.
Don't want to worry you, but you've actually got there the world-famous ballet mistress, Lynn Seymour.
Andrew, come here. And I've got the world-famous ballet mistress, Lynn Seymour. But you see, as the saying goes, ballet dancers' legs are actually stronger than footballers' legs. So I figured out we get a ballet dancer to train us up, and we'd be brilliant at football, eh?
Neil, no. It's a very good idea. Ta-ra.
Get back into the line. Sorry about that, Lynn. Now, what's the first thing we have to do, then?
Well, when's the big match?
Well, we haven't exactly got a big match, but we've got a couple of minutes and half an hour to train up and that, you know.
Well, you shouldn't do too much straight away.
Good idea. Ta-ra.
Get back into
Right,
the line.
okay.
Right, we're ready.
Well, are we all... We need a little space here.
Space.
Okay, space it is.
Move
eh?
All set?
Okay, look, yeah, ready.
I'm going.
Bend.
Oh!
Turn.
Oh, I can't.
Turn.
When I went down, I sort of locked into...
Now to the right. Turn 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. To the left. To the right.
Down up to the slap.
And down, and down. Reach up, and jog to the
I
left.
went the wrong way.
And jog to
Left.
the right. Now we're jumping. Jump.
Come in.
Jump. Run and kneel. Jump. Run. Kneel.
Right, so...
Jump. Run and kneel. And jump. Run. On the back.
Big mistake.
Slow. Quick.
Hang on, Lynn, are you sure this is going to get us fit for football? It's not good, no. Jeff, turn the music up. Right. That's it. Hang on a sec, Lynn. I'm not as in trim as I thought I was, love. Hang on, let me get my breath. Listen, it's been ages since I've seen you. The last time I saw you was on the telly in Little Vampire, was it?
A little vampire.
Oh, what was that character you were playing?
Oh, the wonderful great Aunt Hildegard.
Yeah, you were a vampire, weren't you, with all the teeth in it? Did you enjoy that?
I loved every minute of it. Popping in and out of coffins for 3 or 4 weeks was something quite new.
I'm sure it was, darling. I'm sure it was. So what are you up to right at this minute, then?
Well, at this very minute,
Yeah.
I'm teaching at the Royal Ballet School.
Great. Now, that's posh, isn't it? The Royal Ballet School. Is that just a ballet school, or do they do normal things there, like have geography and history and dinner time and stuff?
Sure. The whole shooting match, just like everybody else.
Just like a normal school?
Yes, reading, writing, arithmetic, biology.
And someone like me, an ordinary, average, everyday scouser, could I get into it?
Well, I think it would be wiser if you'd started when you were 8 or 9.
Right.
But not to depress anybody who's got ambitions that way, because we have to remember that Rudolf Nureyev didn't start till he was 17.
Is that right?
And look where he is.
17, eh? So, there's hope for me yet?
Hope for everyone.
Now, listen, are you doing any stage work at the moment? Are you actually on stage anyway?
Well, yeah, I've just done a film, actually. And I'm also working for a TV show where I actually have to dance. But the most exciting thing is that I've been asked to choreograph a ballet for Ballet Rambert.
Oh, so that's good. So that
Based on Amadeus, which should be quite interesting.
Now, when are we going to be able to see that?
Well, that's going to be in August, and what's nice is it'll be at the Big Top at Battersea.
You must let me know. I'd love to
Oh,
come
I
and see
will.
you
You should all
dancing.
come.
Yeah. Now, another thing I want to know is, have you ever danced with people like Rudolf Nearenough and Berezhny, whatever his name is?
Indeed, I have.
Have you? What have you done with them?
Well, with both Rudolf Nureyev and
yeah, right.
Mikhail Baryshnikov, I've danced Romeo and Juliet.
Yeah.
But I've danced many other roles also.
You've done a
Different
film,
ones.
haven't you?
Well, that was with Misha.
Is that Baryshnikov?
Yes.
Misha Baryshnikov. And what's the film?
It's called A Time to Dance, and that's probably coming out in the fall.
That's our autumn, isn't it? In
That's
America,
right.
we say fall. We
That's
say,
right.
We say, I'd love to see that, because I haven't seen any. Oh, no, yeah, I saw Crocodile Dundee. Have you seen that? That's pretty good.
I long to see it.
You want to go and see it? It's
I'm
very good.
going to.
Listen, I must ask you a bit of a secret question, actually. Is it true what they say about ballet dancers? Well, they say that they've actually got stronger legs than footballers.
Well, the men.
Yeah.
Certainly equally as strong, if not more, although their legs are used for a different purpose.
Sure.
The women's legs, well, they never get as strong as a man's. But, I mean, some women dancers have legs that are stronger than certain men. I wouldn't,
Yeah, all right. Don't be looking in this direction. I suppose we better get on with the exercises then, hadn't we? Look.
More to do.
Oh, now, hang on a second. I don't know about these two. Wake up! Now, try this, Roger. Lunch is ready.
Oh, what? You know, after
Wakes every time. Wakes every... There's no lunch ready. We're going to be exercising. So what's the next thing we're going to do, Lynn?
Well, I think the wisest thing to do next is 18 gargouillards each way.
18 gargouillards.
Great, brilliant.
Oh, you look cheesed off, big friend. Well, you'd be cheesed off, actually. Get in there. I mean, I come here this morning, right? I make all them fantastic sandwiches, and nobody eats them. And then I go in the lounge where we're supposed to do sporty videos, and they're doing the pop music. And then to top it all, the training man is a woman, right? That's their trade descriptions, actually. Hey, in fact, we could sue and come a little, Frank, and make about £1 million. What a brilliant idea. What do you think? I said, what do you think of that? Are you listening to me? What the heck do you think you're doing in there? And who's this you've got with you, eh? Don't you remember? I said I was bringing my girlfriend. Your girlfriend? Is this your girlfriend? Oh, yes, it is, actually. What's her name, then? Little Denise. Does she like you? Oh, yes, she says she loves me with all her heart. Well, I'm going to ask her, actually. Hey, Little Denise, is it true that you like little Frank? Because he's not very good looking, is he? Well, at least he's not ugly like you. Pardon? I said at least he's not ugly like you. What gives you the right to talk to me like that? Well, you do my voice, don't you? Oh, yes, so I do. But what gives you the right to talk to me like that? Oh, you're just jealous, big Frank. Oh, how can I get jealous? I don't get jealous. Oh, why are you going green with envy? Oh, don't be silly, I'm not going green. Pardon! I'm going green with envy! Ah!
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100, 101, 102, 103, 104, 105, 106, 107, 108, 109, 110, 111, 112, 113, 114, 115, 116, 117, 118, 119,
This is a marvel to study this early neo-Victorian England.
Space Raiders?
Need KPs.
Crunchy space treasure.
This astronaut gang is supposed to be after it.
Oh, yeah.
You two, shift it.
And he says that we muck about.
KP Space Raiders. Watch out for them.
My brother's been really kind to me lately. He's given me all his comics, his magnifying glass, his favourite poster. He's even given me a share of Heinz baked beans. Genuine too. All of them covered in lovely thick tomato sauce. The business. And me, I gave him the measles.
Nothing tastes quite like them. Beans, beans, Heinz. Can't wait to get to Mapletown. My favorite place to be, Mapletown and me.
Welcome to Mapletown, where the animals live just like us.
Come on, Patty, let's play outside. OK, Bobby.
Make friends with Patty Rabbit and Bobby Bear. There are 8 Mapletown families to play with, and they all come beautifully dressed.
Living each day, we laugh and we play. My favorite place to be, Mapletown and me.
A whole story world of fun from Bandai.
Hey, Ronald! Where are you going?
To McDonald's. I've got to get there before Hamburglar. Or there'll be no hamburgers left for my friends.
Uh-oh.
This is a shortcut.
This is the shortcut, Ronald. Rubble, rubble.
Where's Hamburglar then?
Looks like he's cut and run.
Those magnificent men with their mailing machines, they go up, diddly up, they go down, diddly down. Large, small, we do it all. Faxing and franking, no trouble at all. Those magnificent men with their mailing machines.
And now let's do the dip.
Oh, I don't know how we cope. You know that, Rudolph, near enough.
What, is it your first position?
No.
What, you stuck in a plie?
No.
What is it then?
These tights are killing me.
Look, get 'em. I need those tonight for the play. Get 'em off.
Oh, how's
will
that
you?
play going?
What, the vegetarian Shakespeare? I'll give you an excerpt. To pee or not to pee?
You can't do that, to pee or not.
Wrote it myself, though. Well, there's another bit right where I want to buy myself an alarm clock. So I go to this shop and I say, excuse me, have you got a potato clock? And they say, why? And I say, because I need to get a potato clock. It's like a joke with the potato, get a potato. It's like just...
Could it be a carrot instead of a potato?
Well, get up a carrot clock. It doesn't quite work the same.
You know,
But I don't understand why you could do it with W.
out of my way, Franklin.
Hey, Frank, I do wish you wouldn't go around shouting like that.
Why?
You go a little horse.
Too late.